Even earlier we were talking about how, like, you're a member of the media fraternity, right? And then this occurs and hits the headlines. Did you feel a sense of, wow, we were in the same fraternity and this is how you're going to do me?
You dragged me in the mud.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you have that sense of almost betrayal?
A bit of it.
Yeah.
A bit of it. Now it felt, I felt firsthand what it means to be story 1, story 2, story 3.
Wow. Yes.
And you're like, wait a minute. And somebody tweeted actually and said, you guys, you're always used to, because there's always a back and forth, especially with the stories that we do. You said, oh, you did not get my story right. Now I fully understand, because remember, there was no press statement from my family, from my lawyer, or from anyone that went out. Everyone just went with one side of it. So I felt like perhaps there would have been a side, say, okay, Laban, can you please comment or say something?
Right.
I know it only went to the lawyer statements. That's fine, what was already presented in court, but I felt like there was, it was a bit on the extreme in terms of understanding, okay, exactly what was the context to this. I mean, what do you mean blow up a church? Come on, how do you even put something like that? You know, I mean, so I that's what I'm saying. I mean, I look at it and said, okay, so am I going to reply to all the links that are out there? Of course not. I mean, I'm here living my life. I'm so happy I'm getting speaking engagements. I'll be leaving for the UK in September to go to the Reuters Institute, where I'm a fellow. And I'll talk about the same thing. We'll talk about, like, future of media, yes, but also getting this story. Oh, the danger of a single story. And there's always that keeps coming up. So, you know, someone will say, oh, no, this is what I had, this is what I know. I'm like, it's not the case.
Laban, uko na kizungu poa sana. Na sauti nzuri pia. Let me use your words.
Yes.
So what was the danger of this single story to Laban-Cliff Onserio?
The danger was that, first of all, it really, my heart goes out to my family, because some things you can say, it's fine, let me just take it by myself. But I think it was too heavy for my family as well. So I feel that. I mean, for me, Mark, I mean, come on, we've been through hell to hell and back. I mean, we work very hard for what you want to do, and I'm saying that because of people might not appreciate the behind the scenes. Yeah. So personally, to me, it was the effect that it had on my family. And here, I mean, of course, my mom, my brother, my wife, they were in and out, you know, of courts and stuff like that. And my dad as well, they came in from Nakuru, came supported the kids. And yeah, that for me was the effect.
To your brand, you're a chief of staff, you're a communicator, you do business news.
Come on, bro.
What danger of that single story?
So the danger is that, first of all, I mean, corporate emceeing, and we've done a lot of that voiceover. I could see some of my private sector folks holding off sometimes and saying, oh, no, let's not do this gig this time. We'll come back to you. I'm like, guys, come on. But it's funny because the United Nations and I mean my developmental partners, they have like, okay, Chief, what is happening? We need you in the UK. Come and let's have a chat about this. Wow. So it's very funny. And I think that's Kenya's cancel culture. And I want to speak into that.
Right.
As soon as you've trended, you're like, this is what we saw. And I'm like, what have you
It's like
seen?
You have leprosy.
Exactly. But then again, why am I getting these invitations from my Oxford fellows to come and speak about the future of media? Why am I going to Harvard in October to talk about the Chief of Staff Association in Africa? So, Mark, the brand, I mean, the Google stuff might, you know, suffer a beating. It's okay. But life goes on. And this is how I'm saying the danger of a single story. Because somebody will just see what is online and paint a picture of you. But what I'm telling you is, in fact, someone was telling me, hey, Laban, you looked at everything looks well. I'm saying, yeah, for sure. I've learned how to play golf, thanks to Yen. I'm so happy about them supporting me. So I'm going for less stressful sports. What I realized with rally is intense. It's like you're
high octane,
full high octane. You're pedal to metal, but then you're always
like
on the edge.
Something I'd enjoy.
But then golf, it calms you down, man. You're going around an entire golf
just
course,
walking,
enjoying nature. You know, it's amazing. Yeah. So the danger of a single story, yes, I'm doing well. I thank God for it. I only feel bad for the impact that that story had to my family.
Yeah.
Because personally, I know God doesn't take you through a process that he does not know exactly what lessons he wants you to pick out from it.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, this is what you want me to pick out? So happy. What I know is, friends, enemy, good stuff, okay. Because, you know, Indoshida, sisi ma celebrity, okay.
Well, I'm saying, speak for yourself.
I'm saying that because that's a tagline.
We're on the public space. Right?
Yeah, watu wako on air, watu wako hewani. As in, you think everyone is your friend.
Yeah.
And I feel
that's
so
really
bad.
dangerous.
That's very bad, you know?
Yeah.
But that tells me...
No one cares. No one cares. And you spoke about this, bro. You said the world doesn't owe you anything. You remember during your interviews?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's true. And then you feel, oh yeah, I have 1 million followers on social media, man.
Those are not your friends.
God gracious.
That's why they're called followers. They're not your friends.
Exactly. Who have I talked about? Who came from Nakuru to come and stay with my kids? My mom, my dad, my bro, my wife, my sisters. That's it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when hits the fan,
Yeah.
you know, who is at your core?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you know, you've mentioned family a lot, and I can see it means a lot to you, the support you got.
Yeah.
But I'd like to talk a bit about, especially your wife, seeing your husband going through such a turbulent time. Like, you know, you're being super positive about it, and you're being very philosophical about it. But the fact remains that those few days were not easy. So, you know, and I know that she was like ride or die for you.
Yes.
So do you want to talk a bit about that?
100% a big shout out, of course, to my wife as well. It's not say like I pray for her resilience. Okay, pray for her resilience, and I pray for her, you know, like behind the scenes. Because I mean, you know, and this is just preparing us for even. Because I was even thinking, I mean, what if I'm running for political office?
Who knows?
Yeah, what if I'm running for political office? It's going to be double that. You're going to be on the news every day. You're going to be on the news every day. So I'm just saying that. I'm just saying, hold on tight, belt up. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
All right, Laura is my friend. Let's take to that question. Because I think what we were getting at is umshukuru.
Kanasema asante sana.
Umejua amejibu kusema I pray for her resilience. Like there's
like
much more coming through.
You're telling her like Nabado.
It's a good thing, to be honest. It's a good thing.
No, I know she is a strong woman.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Twins, a daughter who hadn't turned 1 yet.
Yes.
And I can imagine phone calls are coming her way.
Yeah.
Trust me, I think I don't think I've replied to every SMS that I got from the 18th to the 30th of December. And I need to do that. And I want to say thank you so much to everyone who reached out to myself, my family. Like, I'm so grateful. You know, and it's funny, Shiro, that's the problem. These guys who reached out, you know, we're not spending time with them, we're not hanging out with them and stuff like that. Then you realize, oh my goodness, this is actually my buddy. That's what I'm saying. The last few months have been self-discovery. Unasema, hey, by the way, jamaa nilikuwa nimeweka kando, lakini ona ndo alikuja akanisaidia sana.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm unlearning that.
Yeah.
That, this buddy thing you have with folks.
Actually, because we're seeing each other every weekend, and then when, you know, stuff hits the fan,
tweets, whatever, nothing.
then I never see you again.
I'm learning that.
Yeah.
Yes, this family, but they're very, very close friends who come through. Now, here's the funny thing. Wale mabeshte wali reach out sana zaidi, that the people perhaps I went to primary school with. St. George's Network. I mean, in Nakuru. Guys from US, Italy, Dubai, as guys are, what do we do?
Right.
The guys who are in Campo. I learned something again. Guys, corporate friends, no one cares. Jobo, you go there, you work, done.
Yeah.
No one cares about you. You just have to go work and give it your best.
Right.
Why I'm saying that is because it's such a competitive world. So anyone would love to see you fail. Okay, we were colleagues, yes. And I'm so happy you did not fail. I mean, you're doing well as well.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're back from the brink.
I'm just
and that's why we're here to talk about
wait a minute. But that's the whole thing. It helps. It's okay, but just don't be too buddy with everyone in the corporate world.
Not everybody is your friend, bro.
Exactly. So I'm unlearning that. I'm saying the guys who knew you before the cash, before the fame, before the guys
who saw you in shorts in primary school.
Right.
So then I'm unlearning that. So we started at St. George. We actually have an alumni network.
Oh, that's
We're coming up, we're meeting. People who know you for you.
Exactly.
Nakuru, you know? where did you come from? Like, I'm a Nakuru guy and I'm so proud about it.
Yeah.
Right. You said something earlier, and I'll also give an opportunity for you to speak to Bro, who I also know broke his back for you during that time. Teddy, hats off to you, and Laura, your wife. But you said something earlier. You didn't put any statement out. Your family didn't put any statement out.
Yeah.
You're a pro in doing statements.
That's what I do.
I believe you still have the desire to set the record straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially on the misinformation part.
Yeah.
Can we give you that opportunity to set the record straight?
On
You can speak to that camera. Yeah,
So, I mean, it's, first of all, thanks for the opportunity. I'm really grateful to be here. This is Laban-Cliff, Jamwa Nakuru. Really, come straight up from ground up. I'm so happy with what I've done throughout my career. It's unfortunate that the incident really was received differently by different folks out there. But I want to tell you that I'm here. First of all, I'm not anyone that would describe to be. Legit, genuine, hardworking Kenyan who's just out there to make a living. Lessons learned. The last few months have been all about self-discovery. You should see what's coming up soon in terms of like the next frontiers. I mentioned about traveling to the UK, traveling to the US on speaking engagements. And I'm so grateful with what that rough patch did to me. So you're out there and you're saying, okay, well, wait a minute, want to partner, want to have a conversation, more than happy to do that. I should also take this opportunity, Mark, to mention that I stepped down as Chief of Staff at the Standard Group. Not to me, I've joined now the Standard Group Alumni Network, when, of course, as I said, there's lots of transitions in media. So I'll be working in as a freelance business executive, and I will be doing a lot on the Headhunter Show. That's what Katie and Home, which just got rebranded as well. So yes, I'm out of the Exco, but of course helping a lot on the other side. So
Great.
It's amazing, and I'm happy to the Chief of Staff Association who have appointed me as the regional director. So I'll be helping the global body of the Chiefs of Staff build on the membership in Africa. So these are Chiefs of Staff in the military, in government, and in the private sector. So I'm so happy with all the colleagues out there in the world. And yeah, we'll be going to Harvard to talk about how do we build that momentum. So yeah, mentorship, golfing, what else? Rallying, I'm not stopped rallying. It's just pausing for now.